Hello everyone, welcome to Birch and Lily. My name is Amanda and this is my podcast about knitting and cross stitch. Today is December 4th and I am coming to you a day later than usual. If you don't follow me on social media, I did leave a little bit of a note that I would be recording a day late due to a family emergency that happened the night before I usually record. I just wasn't feeling up to it and I hadn't got much sleep, so I figured waiting a day would be good. You would get a happier me, more energetic me. I just figured it would be better for all of us. So coming to you a day late, but still have lots of beautiful knitting and cross stitch to show you guys. Two little admin-y thingies, I guess. Couple admin things, more than two, before we get started. First of all, the places you can find me. You can find me on Instagram as birch.and.lily, and you can find me on Ravelry as Birch and Lily. As well, if you have any questions about what I've talked about today, my show notes are always down below in the description. And the other little thing I had to say is last episode I had a giveaway for me reaching 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I just wanted to let you know that it was claimed and the recipient, the winner, has already got it and she's very excited and I can't wait to see what she makes with it. So very happy about that. Let's jump into the making. The first thing I wanted to tell you guys about was my little bit of a fiasco last episode with my boot weather sweater by Hoard Designs. So I did end up putting it in the dryer, and how do I put this? The dyer that has retired from dyeing and is no longer dyeing, and I had never heard of before when I bought this yarn from them at the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo, but they had a good sale. The yarn was pretty. They said it was 100% superwash merino. So I was like, okay, cool. I will get that for my main color and I can splurge a little bit more on my contrast colors. Well, I put it in the dryer and learned after checking it after 10 minutes that the gray was not superwash. So it has felted a little bit. Thankfully, I caught it after 10 minutes and it didn't felt too bad, but it still shrunk the sweater enough that I'm very happy with the size of it now. So I might as well put it on and just show you guys really quick, just so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so mic's in the way, but look at the fit. It is so much better. It's not too wide, it's not too long. I'm very, very, very happy. But like I said, it's kind of felted. I don't know, it's like on the verge. You can still see stitch definition, but like in my twisted stitches here, it's kind of felted. Here, it's a little bit felted. Like you can just, if I was to touch this fabric here compared to this fabric here, it's thicker. So it's definitely felted a little bit. But you can't tell too much. Like I am disappointed, obviously, in the dyer, who I'm not going to mention, but that they obviously did not have their yarn labeled correctly. But I'm happy with the outcome and I definitely will wear this now. So yeah, that's my put in the dryer boot weather sweater. If you want more information about it, check the podcast before and I go into all the details about the yarn I used and all that stuff. But I just wanted to give those of you that watched the last episode a little bit of an update on how the dryer went. So yeah. Okay, now that that is out of the way, let's jump into my finished objects. I have quite a few, only 2 of the 3 to show you though, because I wasn't thinking and accidentally wrapped one already. But they are a gift from my husband, so don't fear, I will try and remember to show them to you after he opens them. But the first pair that I will show you is the Marianne Socks. This is a pattern by Ambrose Smith, and they're done. So this pattern is absolutely gorgeous. And actually both socks are a little bit different. They are, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, I'll just say they're opposite. So this lace panel here runs down the opposite side on each foot. So like if I held them the same way, there's no lace. It's on the opposite side on this sock. But these I knit for my mother-in-law. I knit them on 2.25 millimeter needles. I cast on 64 stitches. And this yarn is Good For You, their Kettle Steps line in the color Gushing Garnets. And I'm very happy with it. It's actually got a little bit of baby, is it baby llama in there? And they're so soft. So pretty. But yeah, there's this beautiful lace. This side just has a texture pattern to it, just simple knits and purls. I did a 2x2 rib and slip stitch heel flap and gusset with the good old garter panel on the sides that I've been doing lately. I actually think this pattern did call for that though, so. But yeah, these will be a Christmas gift and I'm very excited to give them to her. Okay, and then the other finished object that I have to show you guys is my Desert Vista Dyeworks pair of socks for the month of November. One more pair and I will have finished a pair of Desert Vista Dyeworks socks, one a month for the whole year of 2019, which is super exciting. I've been trying so hard to do it so that I can win the final prize for this knit along. But here they are. These are knit out of the colorway Zombody RU, and I used the heel toe do-si do pattern by Kay Litton of Crazy Sock Lady Designs. I cast on 64 stitches for these and did a 2x2 rib. This is an afterthought heel that I put in, and yeah, 2.25 millimeter needles like usual. So this little progress keeper is where I was last time. I only had the one sock done, I think, and then I was able to knit the second sock and finish this one off, obviously. And yeah, I'm very happy with them. I will take one off of the blocker just to show you the pattern from the front the best I can. But yeah, it's just a really simple 2-row repeat that ends up creating this beautiful chevron zigzaggy type pattern. I really enjoyed it. I was able to memorize it super easily and it kept knitting the socks very interesting. Now the next pair that I did cast on, which you guys will see later in the episode, I didn't do this pattern on. I definitely will do it again, but I thought I might get bored if I did 2 socks in a row with the same pattern. So those socks are just a nice plain stockinette pair again, and I'm completely happy with that. And yeah, haven't got super far on them, but looking forward to working on them some more. But yeah, those are my heel toe do-si do socks. I think I've told you everything about them. So let's move on. Actually, no, I will quick tell you a little bit about the other pair I've finished, even though I don't have it here to show you. Those were my Star Wars R2-D2 colorway from Mustache Yarn socks that I was knitting for my husband. So yeah, I was able to finish those. They're blocked, wrapped, put away. He will open them soon. We're doing our Christmas a little early, so we're actually doing it on Sunday, just because we're traveling for Christmas and we don't want to pack all of our gifts and then have to haul them all the way back. It's easier just to do it here, have it done, good to go, and not have to worry. So yeah, I will take a video of those when he opens them, and then you guys will be able to see them in the next episode. Okay, so I've literally just been working on socks lately, so if that bores you, I'm really, really sorry. But now that I'm done knitting Christmas presents, I was like, okay, you can do whatever the heck you want, whatever makes you happy, and obviously socks make me happy because that's all I've been working on. So we'll jump right into those really quick. I will show you my Desert Vista Dyeworks pair of socks first, just so those are out of the way because they're quick and simple, and then we'll jump into the rest of the stuff I've been working on. So everything has been transferred over into Christmas project bags, which always makes me so happy. So my Desert Vista Dyeworks socks for December are in this cute little bag from Tiny Human Knits. I love this one because it's Christmassy, but it's not like in your face Christmassy. So usually this is the one I will bring around when I'm doing knitting out of the house, because I guess I'm self-conscious about my crazy Christmas knitting bags. I don't know. But yeah, this is a bag by Tiny Human Knits. And the colorway that I'm knitting this month's socks out of is Ashes. So lots of pretty purples, pinks, pale purple pinks. That's the same color, but yeah, really enjoying this. This was the color that I knew I would save for the end of the year because purple is my favorite color, and I figured it would bring me lots of joy if this was the final one to get me through the whole knit along. So I cast on 60 stitches for these on 2.25 millimeter needles, and I did a 2x2 rib, and that's all I've done so far. These are going to go in my purse today, I think, so I should get a decent amount of progress done on them. And yeah, really happy. The cord's covering my face. Really happy with them, and they always knit up so fast, so yeah. Quick and easy. And actually what I should do is grab my little, I'll show you guys this really quick. This is new-ish. So I just purchased this off of Amazon, and this is what I'm hanging all of my progress keepers off of. So let's see, which Christmas one should those have? We'll go with the gingerbread house. There, that'll be fun this episode because I swear none of my socks have progress keepers on them. So we will put this cute little gingerbread house on my Desert Vista Dyeworks socks. This is the 2018 gingerbread house from Sucre Sucre Miniatures. Okay, now the fun pattern socks. Or actually no, I have one more stockinette sock, but it's still pretty exciting too. So, funny enough, this is another Tiny Human Knits project bag. So cute. Actually, this one's pretty tame too. Most of mine aren't super insanely Christmas, so I don't really know what I was saying there, but yeah. So this is my pair of Cornish cream tea socks, patterned by Curious Handmade, Helen Stewart, and I am knitting them out of a Woolberry Fiber Co. Gilmore Girls sock set. This one is called I Just Got Hit by a Deer. And so here's the main colorway, and the teeny bit I have left of the mini, which can tell you how far I am on these socks. I showed these, probably like 2 or 3 episodes ago, and good old me did not put a progress keeper on the first sock, so I can't tell you where I was, but the first sock is done, which means sock blocker time. Here is the first sock, all complete. Super exciting. At first I wasn't sure how I felt about this pattern, but now that I'm knitting it up, I'm really, really enjoying it. It's unique and pretty, and it keeps me interested, which is the most important part. So these socks I cast on 64 stitches on 2.25 millimeter needles. I did a 2x2 rib and a slip stitch garter. No, just a slip stitch heel flap and gusset. And yeah, so the first sock is done. I'll show you the pattern on the front. Yeah, it's just really unique. I have never done a slip, 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 slip knit before, but this pattern has that, as well as a knit 4 together. But yeah, super, super pretty, super fun. And I'll show you my second sock. It's already past the heel, so I really don't have much to go on this second sock. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 3 more repeats. So yeah, that won't take me long at all. The repeats are only 8 rounds. So yeah, I'll have these done in no time, and I'm really looking forward to having them finished. I still have my little Woolberry Fiber Co. Gilmore Girls box of socks going. I'm definitely behind on it. The Christmas knitting kind of took precedence, but I have 2 pairs on the needles right now. I'm waiting for the final pattern to come out for the Handmade Sock Society, which will come out tomorrow. The Handmade Sock Society is from Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade, and every second month she releases a surprise sock pattern, and I've always really, really enjoyed it. There's been very few patterns that I haven't liked, and I wouldn't say haven't liked, they just didn't call to me at that time. Not that they aren't pretty by any means. But yeah, so I'm waiting to cast on that one. I have the yarn all ready to go, my next Woolberry Fiber Co. Gilmore Girls skein, and yeah, just keep knitting those until I have that full pretty box that I can show you guys. Christmas Progress Keeper. I think this one calls for a hot chocolate. I'll put this little hot chocolate on there. It's got little graham crackers on the plate. Super cute. And I'm blanking on who this is from. I will put an annotation across the screen, just so you guys know if I can remember. But we will place that onto this sock to mark my progress. There we go. Hanging backwards. I'll fix that later. But those are my Cornish cream tea socks. Okay, next we have a fun one. If you guys haven't heard of this before, this is the Cozy Knitter Advent skein, the 2019 one. So basically how this works is it is a 24 color stripe skein of yarn, and you are supposed to knit a stripe a day. What I've decided to do is knit 2 stripes a day so that both my pairs of socks will be done by Christmas, because last year 24 stripes wasn't long enough for me. So yeah, they are in this bag. This is by Jibby Roo Sews English. That's who this is by. And I'll show you this skein of yarn. I always wind up into gobstopper balls because I just can't. It's so cute. But I am knitting these socks in tandem. So basically what that means is I have cast on each sock on a different needle, and I'm just knitting both of the 2 stripes every day on those. I've tried knitting 2 at a time socks. It's not really my thing. It's too fiddly. So this is a lot easier for me, and it makes me a lot happier. So here we go. So these 2 were December 1st, December 2nd, and December 3rd. So I have not knit today's colors, but that is okay. I have plenty of time. So these are both on 2.25 millimeter needles. I cast on 60 stitches, mostly because I find the Cozy Knitter, her bliss base is plumper than most of the yarns I use usually, so 60 stitches is plenty. And this is just a 2x2 rib in a bare yarn that came with the skein. I believe, I ordered this so long ago, but I'm pretty darn sure I got to pick between a couple different colorways, and I just went with the bare because I figured it would match with anything. And yeah, these are my Cozy Knitter Advent socks. Sorry, just looking down at my notes. Yeah, there's not much else I can say about these. Like, it's a plain vanilla sock, but the stripes are just so pretty, and it's so much fun to see what it turns into every day. Even if I did wind up the yarn and I saw all the stripes, it's still a little bit of a talking too fast. Even though I did wind up the yarn already and I've saw all the colors, it's still a fun surprise to see which 2 I'm knitting every day, so I really enjoy it. And I know exactly, jingle jingle, if I can get it off, I know exactly which Progress Keeper I'm using. So this Progress Keeper was on last year's pair of Cozy Knitter Advent socks, so it definitely has to go on this pair as well. This is my Christmas pickle. It's a pickle with a Santa hat. I saw this and I died laughing. And this is from Sleight of Hand Charms. There we go. I think I just need to make a show of moving my progress keepers every episode so I don't forget. It seems to be working. It's kind of fun. Okay, final pair of socks. This pair is in this cute little wintry bag from Birch Grove. This pattern is the Armida Socks by Joanna Ignatius. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But this is a beautiful, beautiful pair of socks. I just found her designs on Ravelry. I will definitely have her link down below, and they are all gorgeous. Seriously, I don't know how I have never seen her before, but these patterns are so pretty. I am knitting these, like I said, out of another Woolberry Fiber Co. Gilmore Girls sock set. This one is Big Fat Happy Sunshine Day. So this beautiful green, perfect for this time of year, and then a pretty cream with a whole bunch of different colored speckles in it. And are you ready for this? Oh, it's so pretty. This is the front. Just gorgeous, gorgeous lace. And then the pattern, my yarn's tangled. The lace pattern runs in one little panel down the back in between some ribbed stitches. It's just so pretty. I love it so much. So what did I do? I cast on 65 stitches for these. That is what the pattern called for. And I did the called for ribbing, which is mostly a 2x2 rib with a little bit of a 1x1 in the back here where the panel of lace is. And 2.25 millimeter needle, like usual. And yeah, I think I'm about one repeat away from putting in the heel flap. And then, yeah. That's about all I have to say. There isn't much to say about socks when you've already talked about a whole bunch of other pairs. But yeah, I'm really happy with these. Like I said, check this designer out. She has gorgeous patterns. I'll have her link down below, and definitely pick up a couple and get knitting them. I don't know how she doesn't have more attention, because her photography is beautiful, her pattern layouts are beautiful, and the patterns themselves are absolutely gorgeous. So check her out. Okay, and I think this pair of socks deserves another hot chocolate just because the colors match so perfectly. So this little guy is from Sucre Miniatures. There we go. Okay, that brings us to the end of the knitting portion of this episode. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching. And what else do I have to say? Oh yes, I should let you guys know, just with Christmas coming up and all the traveling and stuff I'm doing, this will probably be the last episode I put up until the new year. But if you have not been checking out and watching along with me, I have been recording Vlogmas this year. So up till Christmas, I will be putting up my Vlogmas videos every day, but I probably won't have another podcast episode. So definitely check me out on Vlogmas. You'll be seeing all the knitting and all the progress I'm making there, but there won't be a formal sit-down podcast for you guys. But yeah, that's about all I had to say about knitting. Thank you, like I said, so much for joining me, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays if this is where you're ending. But if you're here to watch the cross stitch as well, I hope you enjoy. I have lots of stuff that I've been working on in the past little while. Okay, so cross stitch. I have a little bit of a embarrassing / funny story about this finished object. I'll show it to you first and then I'll kind of explain. This is my November Little House Needleworks cross stitch, which is finished beautifully. I'm so excited. But funny story, I finished this on November 30th and put it up on November 30th. And my December one is not finished, so it's still up. But I'm not terribly concerned. Whatever, it's pretty, it's cute, it's still kind of fallish around here, so having the December one up while it's snowy, while it's not snowy, doesn't make sense because the December one is full of snow. So November it is. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. This is stitched on 32 count natural linen in all of the called for classic Colorworks colors. Why does it look crooked? I promise you it's not finished crooked. It might just be me. And I finished it on this cute little wooden board from Hobby Lobby. And yeah, very happy with it. Okay, works in progress. I have 4 things that I've been working on in the past little while, so let's show all of those as I drop things all over the floor. And this room is going to be left a disaster because after this I have to quick edit and hang out with the puppy, and then I have somewhere to go. So it's going to be a disaster for a little while, but that's okay because that is life. And yeah. The first project that I will show you guys is my December Little House Needleworks cross stitch. It is in a bag by Pretty Southern, and the pattern is showing on the front, so you can just see the back. But this is where I have got on that. So I'm pretty far. I made a mistake as always. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I think I fudged it pretty good. But yeah, this is on 32 count natural linen as well with all of the called for classic Colorworks. And I'm very happy with it so far. Quick and easy. Hair's driving me nuts. Okay, next project that I am working on is also by Little House Needleworks. This is my Lantern Lane cross stitch. Kind of pulled out all of my Christmas cross stitch now, which is exciting. And this is in another bag by Pretty Southern. This is my one Christmas cross stitch bag, which makes me smile every time I pull it out. So yeah, and I am stitching this on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha fabric in all of the called for classic Colorworks as well. And that is how far I have gotten. It's not super far, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. If it doesn't get done this year, it doesn't get done this year. Probably won't, but you know what? It's fun and I enjoy it. And this one's more wintry than Christmassy. Actually, all of my projects are, so I can work on these far into like January, February, March, and it'll still be fun. Okay, next is Let It Snow Bungalow by Hands On Design. I don't know why I blanked for a second. Also in another Pretty Southern bag with the pattern accidentally showing on the other side. So, but you've seen this one plenty of times. This project is being stitched on 28 count black Joblin. I'm using all of the called for colors as well. And I have the snowman's hat. My plan this time, because last time I stitched one of these chalk projects, I filled in all the white first and then left it to fill in the color after and made many massive mistakes. So I will be doing the white and then filling it in on everything so that if I have made a mistake, I will catch it a lot faster. So I feel like I haven't done much, but this is actually quite a bit since I filled it in as well. So the next kind of thing I will be doing is I think the snowman's body and that sort of thing, and yeah, should be fun. Lots of white stitches, but whatever, it's fun. White doesn't look perfect, we all know that, and I just have to try and remember that while I'm working on it. Okay, and the final project I have is His Eyes on the Sparrow by Heartstring Samplery. And this project is in a disastrous looking Q-snap right now. I am waiting for my grime guard to show up. I've never had one before, but I've ordered one now. And I'm very excited for it to show up because I can't keep control of this fabric on here, I swear. But this is what I have done so far. I am stitching this on a 40 count mallow linen. And yeah. Have the peacock almost done, and these motifs are all complete. I'm stitching this in all of the called for colors, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. I'm indifferent about the Q-snap. I do really like doing the sewing method, so having to stick and poke this whole thing is kind of driving me nuts, but I like that it keeps the fabric out of the way. I find it's easier for me to count stitches as well too, just because it's on a 40 count and the fabric is so large. I haven't made any mistakes yet. I have talking though. I haven't made any mistakes yet, so I definitely will be keeping it in the Q-snap, but I just need to figure out a way that it's a little bit easier for me to maneuver it. So yeah, so that is all my cross stitch. That is all my knitting. Thank you so much, guys, for coming and joining me again. And like I said, I will see you guys in the new year, unless you're keeping up with me on Vlogmas, in which case I will see you all the way up to Christmas. If you have interest in seeing my corgi puppy, I would highly recommend you watching my Vlogmas. She is the main star in Vlogmas, because I stay at home most of the time, and she is my entertainment. So yeah, definitely give that a peek if you love corgis, or just seeing crafting and other fun things that I'm doing throughout the month. And yeah, I guess I can say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all of you guys. I hope you have a wonderful time with family and friends and get to eat lots of food. And yeah, I will see you guys in the new year. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.